did you do back home?
Government work. I'm retired, man.
Because of these people, I'm beginning to understand real peace.
They see you as one of us now.
And I believe this is where I'm supposed to be.
This happens in many towns. The mafia, they're like cancer. No cure.
All right, hello everyone, and we are here, Tinseltown, getting ready for Equalizer 3. Three.
That's
there we
it.
go. I got my guys here. We got Luke.
Luke is
Scooter.
back in the building.
Scooter, you want to tell them what the film is?
Listen, today we're excited. We're gonna go see not Equalizer, Uno, Dos, but Trace happen right now in this place. We're super excited. And who do we have? We got our guy on call, Mr. Robert McCall. Now, in this film right here, he's gonna play that good old-fashioned vigilante, ex-assassin, going ahead and hopping in a regular kind of role, regular kind of guy, but undercover. You don't know that he's that brother undercover. And when I say undercover brother, I mean Mr. Assassin, don't mess with his friends. We're gonna go ahead and see that again. We seen him in the first film go ahead and take on in part 1, the Russian Mafia. In part 2, who'd he take on? He took on some of his own to protect some of his own with one of his close friends that was assassinated. And then now what we have him taking on one of the Ultima. He's going where? The ultimate. He's going over to Italy to go ahead and take on, and I said Ultima because it's going to rhyme with the Mafia. We talking about Italy to go ahead and take on the iconic Italian Mafia in protecting some of his friends, even though he's going ahead and laid some groundwork in going ahead and living over there in Italy. Ready to go ahead and see that happen. Popcorn, fireworks, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, but they can't stand on call without Robert McCall.
Definitely, we are so glad to go see that. Great job, my friend. All right, Luke, tell us, you remember Luke from The Flash? We got Luke back.
He's back in The Flash. That's it.
All right. Luke, how you feeling about the film?
Oh, I'm stoked. All I can say is it's always a beautiful masterpiece. Every time Denzil's on the screen, every time I see that stopwatch and he's about ready to, whoop butt, I love that. I'm ready. Every single time, it's a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. He's art. So I'm
definitely.
Good.
And I'll tell you what, last night people were going to the Campfield Fair, everything. I had to get home, get ready, had to do Equalizer 2.
I couldn't sleep.
I know how you feel, man.
4 a.m. I was up.
Yeah. Before I forget too, let me interject. We can't forget he's gonna go ahead and be reunited. I'm talking about Denzil Washington with Dakota Fanning. Very interested to see how that goes. Of course, on Man on Fire, they had a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal chemistry between them that made that film amazing.
All I can say is that I've watched The Equalizer and Equalizer 2. I'm a huge fan of this series. And we'll talk a little bit about it, but there might be a pre-series to The Equalizer.
All right.
And so we'll talk a little bit about that after the movie. But right now, we are going to go in. My thoughts are I'm just happy to go. We're going to get snacks, head on in. We got Luke. We got some other people.
That's
You'll
it.
see a little bit
Get
later.
ready later on. We got a crew today, and we got a very special guest. I can't wait until we bring him in.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And also, he saw Oppenheimer like 80 times.
Yes.
Two times
he
in
has.
IMAX.
Yes.
So we're going to see you before
And after the movie.
I understand pain, death. 9 seconds. Whatever it is you and your friends do it somewhere else.
You warning me?
I'm preparing you. Is that a Timex?
No, it's a movie.
That's the median nerve that I'm compressing. Do I look like a killer?
All right, we are back after the movie.
After the movie.
Equalizer 3.
Woo, woo. That's it.
Man, did we have fun.
Amazing time. Let me tell you, a whole bunch of stuff happening. We got we got a great crowd today. Phenomenal. This place is just jumping. And speaking of jumping, I don't want to get into a whole lot of mess, but we do got a special guest. So I'm going to go ahead and have my special guest come on in, and not just because he's family, but I'm going to have him go ahead and give you that Ralphie insanity. Ralphie, hop on up.
Come on up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Come on up a little bit more. Let them see you.
Yeah. Big fan. I'm Denzil Washington. That's all you needed to say. That's all you got to do to get me in the theater. I think it was a great movie. Only thing that I would say I think was a little bit different than the first two is I think it lacked a little bit of some of the emotion that the first two had, especially the second one, in my opinion. It did have that good, feel-good moment at the end still. Just, I don't think there was as much emotion throughout. Denzil did a great job as always. I think Dakota Fanning was a great addition to the series. I had been saying like halfway through, I thought that was gonna be his new Susan, and we got a little nugget at the end. You gotta watch, yeah. No post-credit scene or anything like that, so if you gotta go to the bathroom, you can duck out as soon as it starts rolling the credits.
All right, cool.
Awesome, there you go.
All right, let's go with one of the ladies here. Come on up.
Let's get that. That's it.
I really liked the movie. I just saw the first and second one yesterday, so if you have time to watch them before you come, definitely do that. But just come out and support it. It was really, really good. You enjoy it.
All right, thank you. You know what? I'm gonna bring up one other lady. Come on, Jennifer.
Go ahead, those ladies.
Hey everyone, I think the movie was awesome. It pulled on your heartstrings. Equalizer obviously is a great series of films to watch, and if you're a Denzil fan, it's a must-see.
All right. Let's bring it up. I'll tell you, Marquis, come on up.
All right, what's up? Marquis in the building. Listen, man. Listen, we're in the building. Let's get everybody in there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get you first, then we'll bring it in.
Check it out. Denzil Washington, like I've been saying, to the Fly Bird, to Movie Scoot over here. We've been watching Denzil since the days of Glory. So you guys know when he made himself cry on screen, and we've been following him since back then. Amazing movie. Talk about Equalizer 3. Amazing series, amazing enterprise that they're building on that. You know, when you go into these action movies with these guys that are like superheroes, you know, this guy has this very subtleness about him. He's a classic, cool, calm and collect, very Denzil Washington-esque. The action is fantastic. A lot of things, you know, catch you off guard. You know, you don't see him coming out of the shadows all the time. So he's smooth with the way he operates. Smooth operator, right, Art?
I believe so. Definitely.
So,
I'll see you again. You hurry up.
That's right. We had a little cutie in the movie. I'm sure the fly bird is going to touch base on that.
There it is.
I think the fly.
That's it. The fly bird.
On top of that, it was great to see Dakota Fanning in there.
Yes.
Man on Fire.
Yes,
you know, if you remember that movie, they played in that
Yep.
movie together, and man, to see her come back as a
Right.
as a young woman now, right?
Yes.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. So overall, it's a must see. Every single Equalizer is a thumbs up. It's another must see for Denzil and the Equalizer brand.
All right.
So that's it.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's bring in our man Luke.
Bring it in the building.
Luke, we were so glad to have you back.
Absolutely.
And you were there, like,
yes.
we were all just having fun, raising our hands and loving it.
Just
So
like
close
we
to
were
the-
missing Little Scoot, let me tell you something. We were missing Mom here with Luke. So Mom, next time you got to go ahead and you need to come over here. You need to be here with us. We
Get
need
your
Mom
booty out of
next time.
bed.
That's
Get
right.
here. That's right.
What
That's right.
he just said. Get your booty out of bed. What he just said.
They call it the early bird special, right?
Oh, the early fly bird special. Remember, this is a movement we're starting with the fly bird. I'm his PR guy because guess what? I'm his PR guy because not only does the bird fly, but the bird is fly. Now remember that. All right. Well, keep
I
going
don't even know what to say. Luke.
That's it. Go ahead, Luke.
This was quite possibly, I call this a magnificent symphony of story that was seamlessly tied together over the course of 3 motion pictures, quicker than the loose ends that McCall ties up on a macabre mission. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Honestly,
Nice.
it was so good. I like the action. I think let's talk about the scenery. Have we talked about the scenery?
No. We were going to get into that.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I
Shots
was
were awesome.
looking at Scooter. Is this
Awesome.
CGI?
Yeah.
I was like, it was so beautiful. I want to go to Italy.
Yeah.
No, that makes you want to go there.
Not with the mafia.
No, not with the mafia.
And you know, part of the thing he was fighting with the mafia. But I was like, I want to have.
That's right.
I don't have tea. I want to have whatever she was bringing out.
It.
Because she was fine.
Whatever she's selling, Art's buying.
Hey, that's right. You know, she could have brought him some chili. He'd have been fine with that, right?
Yeah, I would have been all right with that.
Come on, man. That's it. That's chili with meat for those that don't speak Spanish.
Right.
It was bad because Scooter, when she came on screen, my mouth dropped and Scooter looked down at me as he always does when one of the beautiful women.
Yeah.
I know. I was kind of like this. You need a lift from my mouth.
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
But I'll tell you something. This was such a ride because if you've seen all the Equalizers, yeah, the emotion wasn't there, but I'm not sure if we really kind of needed it. We just needed him to take care of business.
Because like you said, it tied up all those kind of loose ends. You know what I'm saying?
Especially Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, absolutely.
We weren't sure how that was going. And that Antoine Fuqua, we'll talk a little bit about that because Scoot's going to talk about the cast. But Antoine Fuqua, who has done such amazing Training Day and also all 3 Equalizers and some other films, he is amazing. Just the use of the camera. Robert Richardson, who is the director of photography, how he shot it. Everything just worked in this movie. It looked good. The villains were nasty. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. You know, they were nasty. Yes. And he was killed. You know, when people get killed, you have to do a look away. You know, I know I lost some man points. I had to do a look away.
They definitely didn't hold back.
No, they didn't hold back. I had to do a look away.
But I'll say, I feel the villains were good enough to where even though you almost felt you had to look away, you wanted to see what was coming to them because of how bad they made it.
They had it coming. They had it coming.
You know?
They had it coming.
So,
He looks him in the eyes.
in the eyes.
I call that the Denzil stare. He just watches them die. Like, what character does that?
I don't even think there was there wasn't even a chance to do the right thing in this one. There was just it's done. You didn't do the right thing.
And he had a hard time with it too. He did a lot of praying going to church. So we don't want to give too much, but let's just say it's a Sunday, but he was at church.
You better believe it. That's right.
Son was collecting on sins.
All right. Well, Scooter, give us a little bit of rundown on the cast. They were amazing.
Cast, of course, we got at the top. You got Antoine Fuqua, phenomenal, great job. Another one that we had talked about prior to was Richard Wank. Richard Wank, who had a hand, I guess, in this trilogy, in this series. Phenomenal. I mean, great stuff in there as far as with the writing, putting everything else, making it exciting. Great job. Once again, everybody, I think everyone said emotional roller coaster. You know, I mean, just to get to the point you felt like you were at Cedar Point. You know, I think that's one of the key things. I mean, as far as with that, when you look at that. But just going down the line, of course, Denzil Washington. I mean, come on now. I mean, one of the greatest, and I mean, we can argue all day long. Definitely one of the greatest. I don't care where you place him at. Actors of all time.
That's right.
One of the greatest actors of all time. You may have your top 10, top 20. I find it funny if you don't have him in there with all the money. So you got to put him in there. Great job. Another great addition. Man, Dakota Fanning did a phenomenal job. And I mean, phenomenal job, even with her standalone scenes within this film. You are going to love actually seeing how she just embodies a whole nother character where she's able to stand alone, capture emotion, and keep things flowing in that movie Ocean. Amazing. She did a great job as far as with that. Just going down the line too, of course, let me hurry and get to the Flybird's love interest. You know, I can't even say Denzil's love interest. I gotta be, the Flybird's, and that's gonna be Gaia Scodelato. So Gaia Scodelato. She did a great job. I mean, definitely fulfilled her role, and it was awesome how they did it because, of course, as we do know, within the storyline, his wife passed away, but she came in mainly as just that subtle, kind, caring, female presence within the movie that was very strong, and she held her own just playing that, just her presence as far as within there, just adding to that collective of him being comfortable within that community that he's in. But I mean, shucks, we go.
Let's go with the doctor, because the doctor.
Yes, I was just looking at him. Yes, Remo Giron. Great job. I mean, and some great quotes as far as within that film too as well. You're gonna love. One of the ones that kind of struck me, and hopefully I don't give away too much, is when he sits there and he asked him, "Are you a good man?" He said, "I don't know." And he goes back to it and say, "Well, how did you know I was a good man?" He said, "Because only a good man would say, I don't know if I'm a good man or not." Phenomenal little nugget.
The lines in this movie are amazing.
Spot on.
We loved it.
Not to give anything away, but you're gonna love it. I mean, if you love drama, you're gonna love it. Action,
family,
you're gonna love it.
Heritage.
Yes, heritage. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
Culture.
definitely.
Great job. Yeah, culture from all the way around. I mean, it's
There's that Heinz 57 again.
And
the
you better,
scene-
and they do have Heinz in there. If you look up on the board when they're inside the fish shop, they had a Heinz mayonnaise up there. So man, look at that. Look at that. When paying attention to detail. Look at them
That's
right
right,
there.
that's right.
And one
So-
thing I found phenomenal. We talking about paying attention to detail. So the first film was done in 2014, right? That's about 9 years from now. If you look at the opening scene, don't want to give too much away, but however he does everything, he puts in there 9 seconds. So be aware of that too as well.
I like it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you'll actually see that. Actually, one of the inspectors, when they go around in one of the scenes, they're actually wearing number 9 too as well. So pay attention, if I may mention.
I probably was eating popcorn at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. But great job, great film, put in there. Of course, hero's journey, you're going to see that develop. You're even going to see a new person kind of come on the scene, as we do say, with Dakota Fanning. And depending on where this franchise decides to go as far as after that, I am super excited to see what her role is going to be within the film. But if you ask me, this is one of those films, get you some family, get you some friends, and go out to the theater and support this film and get out there right away.
Now here, I have a nugget for you folks, and for my peeps here, is that Anton Fuqua is, they're toying with the idea of having a pre-Equalizer.
Oh, man.
To show Robert McCall when
Wow.
he was younger and how he got to be the Equalizer.
man.
And
Oh,
get
my
this
goodness.
one. They're thinking about his son, who we've seen in
my
Tenet.
goodness. Wow, wow.
You know, so that would be really, really interesting.
Great.
Don't know if
Phenomenal.
that's going to happen, but I thought I'd throw that out there. Maybe the movie cinema people will hear that.
Flybird, we got a good question here. Who
Yeah.
do you think they would cast for the young Denzil?
Ooh, his son.
Ooh.
That is
Flybird for that. Everybody. Go ahead and pan around so you can see everybody. Everybody, if you're out there, if you see him around, hit him with that. That is universal. It's universal. That's it. You go. It's the fly. He's the Flybird. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Get ready for T-shirts. We're gonna have
all right. I feel like I'm in a bad Johnny Quest
I love
episode.
it. Yeah. Get you a little koozie for your drink. We're gonna be ready for it. Yeah.
You know what? When you have family and friends with you and you go to the movies, it is the best.
Yes,
These folks make
yes.
me, everybody here makes me feel like it's so much
yes.
fun to go to the movies, eat popcorn,
Absolutely.
and just sit there
Absolutely.
and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to the movies, please come to the theater.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter, you know,
Right.
popcorn, whatever, get it, because especially Tinseltown, we love these people because they treat us so
phenomenal,
well.
phenomenal.
But whatever you do, get a chance to see Equalizer 3.
Yeah.
You're in for a great time.
Absolutely.
I want to thank
Absolutely.
everybody,
Absolutely.
everybody having fun
Absolutely.
here, all family here. And Luke, we really appreciate you
yes.
taking
I
our
appreciate
text
it.
and say you
Yes.
want to come to the movies. with us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Jennifer,
Ralphie, Marquise, Jan, man, look.
And if I may, I
Yeah.
would like to say we've given Denzel his flowers, but I'd like to talk about another legend in the film making industry, Art Bird right here.
Oh, geez, no.
There we go.
So I've
Go ahead,
known
put it
Art,
up,
I've
put
known
it up,
Art
put
all
it
my
up.
life, and
That's
I
it,
had
everybody.
the privilege of taking his History of Motion Pictures class at YSU. And I don't know if he knows this, but I've always been a fan of movies, always coming out to the movie theater. Me and Alyssa, that was one of the first things that we would do as dates is come out to the movies.
Right.
And back then it was more of a surface level appreciation. It would be more so like I enjoyed a movie or I didn't. But after taking arts class, I really appreciate the art of movie making, all the way back from scripts and actors and the production and direction and different shots and styles and everything. So I just wanted to make sure he knows that, and I appreciate
Awesome.
the,
Thank
Awesome.
the love I have for movies now.
That's it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Art.
Man, that's
You're
it.
welcome. Like I
That's
said,
it.
this kid is amazing. I
That's
think
it.
he's wonderful. I'm so glad that we're going to all hopefully go out and do some more movies like
That's
this.
right.
And
Definitely.
there's a lot
Definitely.
coming up.
Good stuff, man.
All I can say is my heart is full,
Amen.
and all my peeps.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And we
That's
just
it.
want to say thank you.
Thank you,
for
yes.
subscribing and everything that we want to do and having fun at the movies. So
Absolutely.
we're going to see you before
And after the movie.
That's
Who understands violence. Can take anything I want.
You can't take that from me. That's what I'll give you to decide your fate.